freshmen learn about Elizabethan times.
And we start making up our snow days.
All today on
the Air.
Hi, the name's Carr, Joey Carr.
And I'm Lexi McPherson.
First up today is information about snow makeup days. We've already had 3 snow days, and Mrs. Wolpe has important information on when they'll make them up.
Hello, students and staff. I wanted to inform you about our snow makeup days. Now that we have missed 3 days of school due to actually cold weather and snow and ice, we all need to remember that on Monday, Martin Luther King Day, we will be in school. We will also be in school on President's Day in February, which is our second snow makeup day. And then the third makeup day for snow is on, I believe it is May the 26th. So right now, our last day of school will be May 26th because of the 3 snow makeup days that we have so far. One of the questions that the radio TV students asked me was, how was the determination made for snow makeup days? And it's a very, very complicated process and involves a lot of people making that decision. The superintendents in Wayne County actually communicate with each other, talking about what are the road conditions out in the country where the buses have to travel. What are the conditions in town? What about the sidewalks? What about the streets? So once they actually get out on the roads and look at the weather forecast, then a decision is made. An example would be on Monday, when we were out due to the ice, one of the reasons was that at Richmond Community Schools, we have a lot of students that walk to school. And the sidewalks were very dangerously icy and slick. And Richmond Community Schools does not want to take a chance on any student being injured or hurt. So to err on the side of caution, school was canceled that day. So again, it's a long process. It's an involved process, looking at the roads, the streets, the sidewalks, looking at the weather report for the day, and then making a decision. Also, students and staff, on the snow makeup days, we have right now, since Dr. Boroff has left, we have an interim superintendent, Dr. Poindexter, and she is going to be involved in the decision making. Our maintenance staff and our assistant superintendent up until this point have been making the decision on snow days. Now that we have an interim superintendent, Dr. Poindexter will also be involved in making that decision.
We've all been freshmen at one time or another, and we know at RHS the freshman English teachers work hard to make learning both interesting and fun. Such was the case earlier this week when Mrs. Rayburn, Miss Hogg, and Mrs. Holliday's English classes got to learn about Elizabethan England, complete with dancing. We'll have more of their dancing later in the show.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's a few new announcements today, including the start of a spring sport.
That's right, we have important info for the RDMs for next week. It's time to get ready for the track season. Let's check the rest of the announcements. The RHS Green Club wants to help RHS save energy. The Green Club wants you to remind teachers to turn out the lights and turn off projectors when not in use in classroom. The goal is to reduce the use at RHS. Make sure to do your part. Attention all RDMs, next Tuesday remember to go to your homeroom first before going to your freshman homeroom. You'll get important info on how to help your freshmen with class scheduling. There will be a mandatory meeting for all HOSA members on Monday. If you got a slip regarding your attendance, please be there or they will assume you're no longer interested in being with HOSA. Also bring in money and order forms for the first order of t-shirts. Speaking of t-shirts, there are still a few Bleacher Feature shirts available. See Miss Pite in her room, they're $10. The 2015 boys and girls track season officially starts on Monday, February 16th. Until there is a track conditioning after school on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Hidson in his room, R309. Remember to get your senior picture to Mr. Gabbard by the end of the day today to include in this year's yearbook. Photos must be brought in on a CD or flash drive to room C222. If you have questions, please see Mr. Gabbard. That's your announcements. Stay warm, and we'll see you again on Monday.
Finally, some good news in the weather. The rumor is nice weather for the weekend. Is that right, Hannah?
Nice weather is right. The temperatures will be almost 40 degrees higher than they were on Saturday. We'll start with nice weather today as highs climb into the low to the mid-30s under sunny skies. Overnight temperatures will be fall to around 20 before climbing even higher on Saturday into the low 40s. Some clouds move in and there's a slight chance of rain Saturday night with overnight lows in the mid-30s. For Sunday, things will start to cool back down with highs in the mid-30s where we should stay to as we head back to school on Monday.
Let's check in with Derek for a Red Devil sports report.
Red Devil gymnasts take the floor last night in another big doubleheader for basketball, this time in Lafayette. The RHS gymnastics team opened their season last night against Lincoln. The Red Devils won their first meet 82-70, behind the overall strong team showing. RHS boys and girls basketball travel to Lafayette Jeff tonight. Both teams will try to stay undefeated in the NCC and stay alone top the conference standings. Girls start off tonight at 6 p.m. with the boys at 7:30. If you can't make the long drive, make sure you watch it on the web at radiotroy.com. That's your sports. We'll let you know if the team stays undefeated.
Good luck to the Devilettes who begin their Winter Guard competition season tomorrow in Plainfield.
That's the show. Remember, we do have school on Monday and report to homeroom between first and second periods on Monday to attend the Martin Luther King Jr. Day Assembly.
And with the assembly following between our first and second periods, we'll not be producing a show on Monday.
We leave you with another look at our Elizabethan freshman dancing to a not-so-Elizabethan song. Have a great weekend.